And I want to talk to Tip a little bit. Maybe you could share with us what inspired you to do this. Just the words are so powerful.
The meat of the lyrics really were already there from my experiences I had in the finance industry and from the things that I observed that just wasn't right, especially when it comes to the incentives around managing other people's money. So for context, I worked for a government entity that manages the country's pension money, which would be allocated into different buckets of asset classes, including private equity. I've also worked for those private equity companies that would then allocate those funds into different product building companies. And I've also worked for the companies that build the product. And at every single level, the money gets moved further and further away from accountability and gets exposed to more and more risk. In the Cantillionaires game, the song is structured to reflect those different layers of accountability from the product company level, the crypto exchanges, through to the venture capitalists that invest in these companies at the private equity level, through to the pension fund and the sovereign wealth funds that invest in these VCs, through to the government printing the money itself, the mouth of the spigot. And it really is this game of pass the parcel of other people's money, of our money. It really is the blind leading the blind. So you've got the founder sells this dream to the venture partner to invest in the hype, and the venture partner sells the dream to the limited partners who manages money on behalf of these larger funds, who then gets their money from either people's pension directly or from the government, the mouth of the spigot, which is still the people's money.
Sell us a dream that never delivers, while raking in fees and clipping the ticket, siphoning funds from the mouth of the spigot. Blind leads are blind to the all complicit. Money is cheap, get addicted to growth, commingle the risks so nobody knows. Fire it or go to a damaged collateral, another excuse for oppressive control.
There's nothing wrong with investing in innovation and investing in startups, but we need to separate investing in innovation with saving for retirement. Retirement should be a guaranteed right for those who have worked hard for their money, not a privilege. But in this world of ever-inflating fiat, it's impossible to save in the long run risk-free. So investing and savings, they get conflated in the fiat system. And with inflation, the incentive to earn higher and higher returns means taking on more and more risk. And when you're investing other people's money into equity, the upside is unlimited, but the downside is only capped at your fund size. In other words, if you have all this profit to make and you only have other people's money to lose, so you're incentivized to take on as much risk as possible. Plus, you're still getting paid your annual salary or your fund fee, so you as a fund manager still make money. The line, sell us the dream that never delivers while raking in fees and clipping the tickets. Like, you can invest in shit that never comes to fruition, but you still take home that cold hard commission, while the people whose money that you're allocating are facing the consequences of inflation today, and they won't see their pension money for another 20 or 30 years. That's essentially the Cantillionaires game. The people are the pawn, and the Cantillionaires are the ones that have inserted themselves between you and your money.
When money deeply rots at the core, don't believe intentions are pure. This crypto contagion stems from a system that incentivized fraud. As schemes get more complex and fallible humans left unchecked, playing the dark is how you get wrecked, and that our economies are largely X.
And then you contrast that with a monetary system that's built on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, we hold our own wealth. Our wealth is our savings that grows in purchasing power by default. By default, we do not need an external manager to allocate our money for us. Our UTXO is savings. And when we decide to invest, we spend it. We spend our Bitcoin to buy equity, to buy goods and services. So investing is actually more akin to spending than it is savings. Investing is when your money is gone. You expect some sort of return or zero return, but it's not like savings where you expect your money to still be there at the end of the day. And so in this Bitcoin world, the entire global economy is deflationary. We don't need to worry about needing to beat inflation. As long as we're sacrificing consumption today, we know that we can buy more in the future. As the capital gets decentralized and allocated in ways that we as individuals see fit, the world becomes more reflective of all of our needs, not just a few people who get to allocate these billions of dollars. Because we as individuals, we can invest in solutions that solve our own problems instead of hoping that some pension fund manager can allocate it to the right external manager who can allocate it to the right company who can then invest it in the right solution. There is just so many layers. In the Bitcoin world, we get to invest our own money to the problems closest to our homes, closest to our hearts, and we get to shape our own reality. We get to stack sats, we get to spend sats, which is energy that's used to manifest that reality that we live in.
We can move value without being censored. Move on from gambling and savings. Move on from all the politics. Move on to the end of the internet.
So we don't have to trust every word that they say. So if freedom and wealth can be taken away, so we treat and punish all the same. So we can end the Cantillionaires Game.
Knowing the truth will break the frame. Now our perspectives forever change. Truth is the key for us to reclaim.
Open the door, exit the game.